Oh, chick, chick, oh, chick, chick. This song, I could not do a show without including this song. I certainly wouldn't do a show here without including it. It's very special to me.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is Mike. This is another request from Kimmy, and she wanted me to react to Sammy Davis Jr. singing Mr. Bojangles. And so I'll tell y'all something I haven't said on this channel before, but Jerry Jeff Walker is one of my favorite artists, and he's a Texas hill country troubadour. He's passed away. I never got to go see him live, although at one year he was at the Republic of Texas motorcycle rally, which my wife and I were a part of, and he was going to play there at that motorcycle rally. I think it was a Saturday night, but it might have been a Friday night, but my wife it was so hot in Austin that my wife got heat sickness, and she was deathly ill. So we weren't able to ride over there and watch Jerry Jeff. However, earlier in the day, we were over there at the fairgrounds, and where all the vendors were, the motorcycle things, and Jerry Jeff Walker was rehearsing and kind of doing sound checks and warming up in this in the rodeo arena that they had there. And so we sat in there in the bleachers. It was just, it wasn't a show. He didn't do anything complete. He would start a song and he'd sing, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute of it, and they would check the sound. So all in all, I did get to see Jerry Jeff Walker live after all. It was just, I wasn't going to let my wife sit at the hotel while I go watch Jerry Jeff Walker. That's just not who I am, and she wouldn't have left me either. So I still make fun of her, though, or I still, give her a hard time, that I didn't get to see Jerry Jeff Walker live. I say all that just because Jerry Jeff Walker actually is the one that wrote this song, Mr. Bojangles, and I think he wrote it in '68. I think that's what it said. Let's see here. So Jerry Jeff Walker wrote it for his 1968 album that was titled Mr. Bojangles as well. And I was looking in a lot of things, not a lot of people, to include Bob Dylan in 1970, have the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. There's been a bunch of people that have covered this. I didn't know that Sammy Davis Jr. had covered this. Sammy Davis Jr. was my parents' generation, not mine. And back then, you really didn't cross over to your parents' music. It just, it's just the way it was. Today, even your grandchildren listen to what the grandparents listened to in the 70s. So things have changed. And Sammy Davis Jr., he died, I believe he died in 1990. He was 64 years old. That was it. He was a heavy smoker and an alcoholic, and he had cirrhosis of the liver as well after his first wife and him broke up. But those 4 packs a day of being a smoker, he ended up with throat cancer, and he would pass away at the age of 64 because of it. So that's it in a nutshell, y'all. We're going to get to watch Sammy Davis Jr. perform this live, and it says live in Germany, 1985. So, yeah, I'm stoked, and I'm glad y'all stopped by and spent your time with me. So let's get into Sammy Davis Jr. singing Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, chick, chick, oh, chick, chick. This song, I could not do a show without including this song. I certainly wouldn't do a show here without including it. It's very special to me. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe. He could jump so high, jump so high. And then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the very eyes of age. As he spoke right out, talked of life, talked of life, laughed, slapped his leg a step. He said his name was Bojangles, then he danced a lick. Right across the cell, grab his pants, take a better stance, jump up high. That's when he clicked his heels. Then he'd let go that laugh. Lord, 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 he'd let go a laugh. Shake back his clothes all around. That was Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, the man could dance.
Yeah, you know, he puts a lot of emotion into this song. Jerry Jeff didn't. Jerry Jeff told the story, but it didn't have this type of emotion. Sammy Davis Jr. is really kind of what is the word I'm looking for? He's kind of, not only is he performing it, it's almost like he's conveying that he's part of it. And that's the actor in him. And you know, when an actor can make it believable, and if you didn't know the story, you would think this is a believable first-hand account. This is nice, man. My dad really liked Sammy Davis Jr. He was part of the Rat Pack, and that was just before my time. And again, you know, when I was growing up, those cultures didn't cross over generationally. So, you know, we were just coming out of when I was starting to mature, just coming out of the hippie era. You know, we don't want to watch the Rat Pack. You know, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. I think it was Peter Lawford was the other guy. Anyway, this is great. Thanks again for sticking this out, man. Let's finish this out, and I'll see you at the end.
The man could dance. Told me other times he worked with minstrel shows, traveling throughout the South. Spoke with tears of 15 years how his dog and he they would travel about. But his dog up and died. The dog just got old and died. And after 20 years he still grieved. He said, I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks. For my drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit. Then he shook his head. Oh, God, when he shook his head, I could swear I heard someone say, please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Call him Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, 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 dance. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Oh, won't you come back and dance? Please, Bojangles, we need to see you dance again. Mr. Bo, Mr. Bo, Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, I agree. Wow. Yep, I agree. Mr. Bojangles, Sammy Davis Jr. Kimmy, thank you for the request. That was today's the 19th of March. On a side note, my granddaughter's going to be 21 years old tomorrow, the 20th, and then my youngest granddaughter on the 26th, March 26th, is going to be 1 year old. So I got two milestones coming, from a week from today. So tomorrow and then a week from today, both granddaughters are going to have a birthday, and I'm just super happy. But let me just tell y'all, Sammy Davis Jr., and I don't want to overlook the orchestra that was back there that was just spot on. This is just a nice, wake up in the morning type of performance. It makes you feel good, and you can go out and start your day in a good mood. So anyway, that's going to do it for me, y'all. We're already 9 minutes into this, and I know people get antsy, and I do too. So until I see y'all again, I'll catch you down the road, and I'm going to go into this outro. Thank y'all once again for spending your time here. So as I go into the outro, remember, I do this 3 times a day, 7 days a week. So if you missed one or whatever, I'm over 700 videos now, and it's all because y'all's support. So I'll see you on the next one, y'all.